Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Michael Williams here, White Label Consulting. I'm going to record this video instead of going live because I just saw a recommendation to try. First of all, show sponsors custom. We're going to have some more show sponsors coming up here pretty soon. Just haven't had a chance to get them. Let me fix my layout. I can just move over. Yeah, show sponsors. And let me just adjust my mic. Custom, buy some clothes. We got a whole lot of stuff on there. Spend, you don't have to spend anything. Just put 35, just put custom in the checkout and you'll get 35 cents, 35% off your checkout. So that's good. Back to the broadcast. Yeah, so I said that I had somebody tell me that I can download a replacement to OBS Studio. So I'm going to try it here. And since I have my trusty tutorial screen already loaded, I'm actually going to download this. I think I downloaded it already. Yeah, so I'm going to download this. I'm going to install it live. And I'm going to put this up here. Let me see here. Why is it not moving it real quick? Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to run this. I'm going to install. It's going to try to install it here. It says install. So let's see what we get. Getting system ready for installation. Let me turn my fan off over here because I think it's giving me a little background noise. I'll come back and add some music anyway. So we are adding Meld Studio. I've been hearing some things about it, so let's just try it. Raw reaction, unplanned. I just turn on my computer and hit record and see how it goes. So we got the install here. Let's see what happens here, and I'll minimize this, my plugins, and it did install. I don't know. Let me see here. I guess it did. So let's do this real quick. Now it's asking me to set up a screen. Hold on real quick. Can I move this? There we go. Let's put this over here so we can see this. It says live stream multiple platforms, virtual camera, corner radius, built-in move transition, all-in-one display capture, effects presets. Okay, so let's go next. Let me see what else we got here. Let me zoom in over here so we can read all this. Monitor audio, capture multiple audio sources, Twitch VOD soundtrack, audio effects up to 32 input channels, early access. Okay, so is there going to be a pricing? Don't know. So up here, it appears that we have layers, scenes. I'm assuming that we're going to click on this. Can we go here and hit plus? I'm clicking plus and nothing's happening. So let's try layers. So let's, okay. Oh my goodness. There, a bunch of different layers appeared, different scenes appeared. Maybe I shouldn't have hit that so many. So I'm going to, is there a way to just delete that? Okay, let's delete that one and delete this one. Let's delete all these. Okay, so obviously the scenes does work. So let's start with getting, and I'm over here in the corner. Let's delete this, delete and delete. Bam, and then we're gonna go to rename. Let's call this, how do you rename it? I'm hitting rename. Is there a pop-up? Maybe not. Okay, there, just double click on it. Let's call this live broadcast. And here, so we're gonna add in the layers section is where we're gonna try to add this. So let's add video capture device. Obviously, I am using my camera, so let's add my virtual camera, which means I'm gonna have to go into OBS and turn on my virtual camera. I'm going to pick my setting and choose my source, my ATM output, and say okay and start. Okay, so I got my camera in, but it's also giving me an audio track. So there's a default input device, which is choosing my, I guess it's choosing my analog, it's choosing my focus rate. So that's cool. Fit, so we can zoom in or zoom out. Okay, so that gives us that real quick. This gives me my disk space up here. How much I have free, which is about right. This tells me my 50, my frames per second, which right now is at 60. Okay, so what else we got? Let's add an image. Let's add a logo. Video capture device. Well, let me see here. Let's add a media source. Okay, let's choose to add our logo, which is, where's our logo at? Let's go clients. It's actually in here. Well, maybe it's up some. Yeah, it's up one directory. And let me open this up. Now, where is my logo at? I don't use it that much. So that must be for a video. Let's try to add an image. Okay, let's try the image. That'll work better. Now we'll go up to clients, and we'll go to, let me see here. What am I looking for? Clients, and let's go up. Let's go into white label consulting. Oh, maybe it's not there. Let's go 21 days. There we go. Logo is right here. Okay, so that's in there. We'll put that over here. And we're going to add the plus key. And let me see. Duplicator text markdown. Rectangle widget. Let's try rectangle. Let's add a rectangle here. And actually, let's. Is there a way to. I'm guessing. I haven't even taken. Okay. There we go. Let's do that right there. Let's round the corners. Okay, that's fine. We'll round the corners right there. We will put that there. And right now we should be able to add some text. And we'll put, let me see here, Michael Williams. Oops. I guess that was a screen capture. I'm not sure what that did, but I don't know what that's doing. When I'm double clicking on there, I don't know. But the text seems to be edited over here on the right side. So that's cool. Michael Williams. Spell my name right. And I think that's good. Can I change the color? Yes, I can change the color over here. Let's change it to hopefully a purple color like that. And can I use my system fonts? Let me see what fonts it allows me. So that's good. It allows me that font right there. Is there a way to resize this? I'm not seeing a way to resize it, but I can get it. Oops. Is there a Control Z? Okay, good. Control Z works. Oops. Did it again. Control Z works. And let me stop hitting Z because that's my thing right there. Okay, so I got the track in. I got everything in. So let me add a plus key. And so let me add a scene here. Rename it. Let's go to logo intro. Let's do that. Logo intro is in. And then in this layer, now if you notice that before this had a plus key right here, I don't know if it's my computer not liking that, but it is the plus key right there. So let's add media source, right? And now let's go into add my logo source here, which is my logo stinger. Now I have a lot of other videos in this folder, but it's only seeing this video right here. So there it goes. So it's playing right there. So let's go back to live broadcast. Okay, and let me move this, see if I can drag this up to the top. Logo intro. Okay, so I'm able to drag that up to the top, and then I can hit. All right, so I got that set up. So this is a real-time review. I don't know if some of the graphics are not animating because of I got a lot open on my computer. Let me close Photoshop real quick to see if that's the problem. I'm gonna close Photoshop and see. Okay, so I closed Photoshop, and actually let me close out Meld Studio real quick, and let me open it back up to see if that will fix the issue. So Meld Studio, so it's opening back up. It looks like it's an internet browser based app because it's saying that internet software can harm your computer. That was a warning that I got. So now I'm opening back up. Okay, so now that I open up, you'll see right here in my window that the graphics came back, which was right here. I had a plus key and a plus key and a plus key here. So let me switch over to logo intro. Okay, so that the volume comes back, and then I go back to live broadcast. All right, so that's good. We got that in there. What's something else I might use for live streaming? Is there a way to, let me see, clip 90 seconds. So that will record 90 seconds. This is record. This is go live. I wonder if there's a way to set up a broadcast, like a preview post. Is there a way to do that? Because right now I only see the ability to set up. Let me see what the inspector does. Doesn't do anything. Let me see what else we got here. So that's a logo. Is there a way to animate the logo? Absolutely. Well, let me see here. So there's that. There's some effects over here in the corner. I'm going to switch views so you can see what I'm talking about. Over here in the corner. Oops, my bad. Let me switch back to split screen. There we go. And then go over here. So over here they have some effects on the logos, and I'll zoom out so you can see. If you hit none, the logo stays like that. And then we have 90s, which just, it looks like it's just changing the appearance of it. So there's some built-in effects here. Pixel cam, luminance. threshold, but I can go to 0. Let me go to effects and see if there's a way to, I guess you can import effects, which is an MFX file. So that's not bad. I wonder if there's a way to animate this, because I don't see a way where you can animate this. I do see over here on the right hand corner, you can fill it or stretch it, which is good. You can turn the opacity down, up and down real quick. It says virtual camera, which I already, so there's a virtual camera that you can install for an output. So as far as the image of capabilities, that seems pretty good. As far as the virtual camera, let me click on my virtual camera. Is it the same thing? Yeah, so you can do the effects on any source, it looks like. Black and white one is actually not too bad. I wonder if you have the ability to actually edit these video device settings. So you could just change the video device settings. Again, you could change the opacity. That's a little different from OBS in that you normally have to put a filter on it. So that's pretty cool that you can change some of these basic things on here. Let me take that filter off. Let me go into the text. I still haven't figured out a way to resize the text. Okay, so you can just, right here in the right hand corner, and I will hit Z so you can see it. You can just drag the text up and down to actually resize it. So let's try this. Let's put this up here. Can we duplicate this by right clicking on it? It says we can duplicate. So let's try that. It did duplicate. Let's make this smaller. And let's make the background of that purple. Let's make the background of this kind of match the purple in the room. And then we'll go back to the Williams and we'll go over here and make this white, hopefully. Which we'll just do FFF. It should change it to, it does, okay, so it doesn't let me type in the code on here. So, oh, there it goes, FF. Well, why is it not letting me type in? Let me hit pound, okay, FFF. So I guess you got to do all 6 for hex codes. Okay, so that works right there. And then let me, if I right click and duplicate this, then I can make this, go over here to the text, and I'm going to zoom out so you're not getting whiplash of the head. White label consulting, right? And I want that to be, it doesn't have an eyedropper. Yeah, I want it to match this right there. There we go. Then I want to pull this down here. Can I make the text bold? Bold, that's good. Okay, and I want to make this, is there a way to do any other type of kerning or anything? There's no way to do kerning, but you can add a background, so that's cool. So now I've got the basic Meld Studio tutorial set up. Now I'm just digging into this, so I don't know if it's a full replacement yet. Let me see if I can add, let me see if I can set up the scene that you're looking at now. So I'm gonna hit new scene, and I'm gonna put screen capture, rename. I guess you just click on this and hit screen capture right there. And let me pull up another window. So I was working on some, we'll pull up this window over here. So here I'm gonna add, hopefully, widget, combo widget, spotlight. I don't know what the combo, duplicator, browser, image, display capture. Let's try that. So let's pick that's this window. How do we change that? If I go here, can I go to, how do I change that? Is there a way to click on this? That's this window, and change it quickly. Let's right click. Is there a way? Let me double click. No. How do I? So let me just Control Z and let me do it again. I gotta figure out how to display capture. So let's pick that window. Okay, that window's there, but I don't know how to change it though. That's the question. Once you pick that window, is there something over here that allows you to change that? That's locked. You can turn it on and off, but is there a way to, let me see here. Delete layer, hide, reset, fit to capture. I don't know. Let's go video device, and let's hit OBS capture device. So let's move this down, and it looks like these corners will allow me to bring that in. Okay, so at least I can do that. I wonder if there's a way to make it into a mask, because I just loaded this up. This is probably one of the most rawest videos you guys will ever get, but there is a capability for me to put that there. That's fine. Let me see right here. Okay, so that allows you the individual border radius. That allows me to do that. And let me see if there's any other thing I can do to this. If I right click on this, I don't see any other plugins I can do to that, but I can put that there, right? And then on the display capture, does it allow you to pull in the audio as well? Let me hit plus and let me see if this will do the way to do desktop audio. I don't know how to input devices, output devices, process sources. What's that? Okay, wait. Okay, so let's go process sources. And oh no, those are processes. I don't need that. Let's go output devices. Let's go default output device. Well, now my audio's gone. So let me change this to input device and pick this. Check. So that's good there. Gain mic. Okay. But I'm trying to figure out how to pick the Brave window. For if I play the video, how do you get an input capture from Brave? So let me just put Brave. Audio track error, something went wrong opening track, process area. So it's saying that is this? Okay, so let me go input source. I think I see the problem here. I think I need to put this on track 2. Is this track 2? Check. I'm unfamiliar with this. I'm trying to figure this out. And the reason I'm trying to figure this out is because most times you got to go through a bunch of YouTube scenarios where you're looking to do a new software. And I know there's vMix, there's Restream, there's OBS, and there's now Meld Studio. I'm just trying to figure this out on how I can actually get this to work for what I'm doing. So delete track. Let's add another track. Okay, so at track 3. Let's see first of all, let me play the video. So I'm playing the video in my ear. There's an ad popping up. I'm gonna mute it. Well, I don't want to mute it because I want to hear. I'm gonna turn it down. But how would I get the audio on track 3? So let's do output devices maybe. How about that one? Check. So now, okay, so that I had to add track 3, right? And then change it to, so I had to add a different track. I'm gonna remove this track right here. I should be able to remove this track. So track 2 should be the output of the YouTube video. Yes, it is. So if I full screen this, okay, good. And I can stop the video over here. That's cool. I don't know what this is right here. It says crop. So I guess if I crop this into here, that's cool. Built-in crop, done. All right, I'm liking that. Not too bad. I'm gonna put this up here. Okay. So, logo intro, good. Live broadcast. Switch to live broadcast. Screen capture. Now, is there a way to? What are the settings for the transitions? Is there a way to set the transitions? Let me see. File, preferences. Here we go. So in my preferences, I have the ability to add plugins. Then I have advanced, which allows WebSocket server for remote control, audio device. You don't have the virtual cameras installed yet. Smart guides are not turned on. Transition. Here we go. So there is a built-in move transition. And let me see. It's in out cubic midpoint. Let's try in out quadratic and click OK. Or do we hit close? Okay. So now let's try the transition between. Okay. There we go. Screen capture. Not too bad. Is there a way to make that faster? Transition. Yes, there is. I don't like 1,000 milliseconds. I want it smaller than that. Let's go 250 milliseconds. And then let's close it out. Let's see how that goes. Live broadcast. Better. Screen capture. Okay. We've gone in between that. So we got that. Is there a way to add? Let's go file. Preferences. As soon as it comes up. Plugins. So there are some plugins here. So I'm assuming we can get some plugins for this software. So I was able to, inside of, I've been recording for 20 minutes. I'm probably not going to edit. It's going to be the rawest video you guys ever got. Not a whole lot of editing, but essentially I was able to log in, download Meld Studio, put the logo in, go to live broadcast right there, go to screen capture to review a video. Is there a way to group these? Okay, so text one, let me see, can I group all these? No, I don't know, and I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just looking for the availability to do this. I don't know. I don't see a group right here. Let me click on go live. I go to streaming settings. So streaming settings, you can add a stream output. Go big stream to multiple platforms simultaneously. 1080, same as Canvas. 4000 rate, standard quality. Audio bit rate, you can record. Enable clipping. If you enable clipping, it allows you to record to an MKV file, which is good. You can change the video bit rate and audio bit rate. I would like to be interested to know what plugins they have. So let's go to trusty Google. Do I have a Brave window open that I can use that's not being utilized for something else? So let's go here, and this is such a raw video, you guys. I know somebody was like, this is not professional. This is part of live streaming, being able to put some stuff up and find out if it's going to work for you. Here we go. Meld Studio, effects, those are there. But where are the plugins? That's what I'm interested in. So I'm looking at this video. That looks like there's some, okay, there are some availabilities to do border styles, transitions. I'm just looking for where would you get the plugins and what can you plug in. All right, plugins. Go live. I don't see. Let me see. Meld Studio, Elgato. Opening a new tab. Are they selling plugins? No. Oh, Meld Studio plugins. Next level. What is this plugin? I don't know. I switched from OBS to Meld Studio. You probably should too. That was 2 weeks ago. That was Senpai Gaming. So I didn't even see his video. So I may go watch that video. Let me see right here. Meld Studio. I guess I'm trying to find out where are the plugins. How do you install plugins and how do you even use them? Built-in audio effects, advanced control, VST3. That's cool for audio. Creators and live stream, keep tab on trail. This is new. Download Meld Studio. I did that. Effects. Okay. No add-ons, no plugins. Okay. Limitless possibility. Create boost with filters. Gaussian blur. This is cool if I could find it. Tint. So let me go back to Meld Studio real quick before I give up on it completely. Let me go back to Meld Studio. Let me put it back on the screen. On this output, I see effects. Let me see if I hit plus. Okay, there we go. So here it goes over here. If you're trying to use Meld Studio, you can hit plus, and this is where all your effects are, right? So your presets are here. So, okay, so let me set up another scene over here. I usually set up an introductory scene, which would be my countdown. So I'm gonna double click on that and hit countdown. And in my countdown, I have the video capture device, which is my virtual camera. And I usually have it black and white. And let me go to effects and see if I can add a Gaussian blur and see how that works. Now I'm using 9% of my CPU because I'm running two different softwares at the same time. So I just added the Gaussian blur. Is there a way to edit it? Okay, yeah. So I can turn the blur up. That's cool right there. All right, good. And then I add a countdown. Now the other thing about this is I add a countdown. So let me add a media. Let me go into a second. Hold on a second. Let me switch to studio mode over here. And let me go into countdown scene. And countdown clock. Let me see here. Let me copy this. And then I'm going to add this media source over here. Let me see. Plus media source. I'm going to paste the location there. Click open. Hold on. Let me just paste the location here. It's in rebuild video. Okay, so let me go to that directory. And let's go this clock right there. All right, now I'll put that in the middle. Now, but the thing is, on my OBS, I am able to change the blending mode. So is there a way to change the blending mode here? Let me go into effects. Let me see. Add on track loop, playback, play when source becomes active. So is it gonna play, or so that plays, but is there a way to, in my OBS, see, I have this set to, there's a blending mode feature. So I don't want to give up on this. Let's go to effects and see here. Let's go to effects and get plus, black and white brightness, chroma key. Let's try chroma key. And let me play with the settings and pick black as the option. Let's pick black, and then let's change the threshold. And let's do the feather a little bit. Let's play with the feather. So we can't play with the feather. The tolerance we can do. Edge blend, let's do that. All right, so that's kind of how I have it set for my countdown. It looks something like that. Not as clean as the other one, but it's still there. And so that's kind of my countdown scene right there. I guess I could make the opacity a little less, but can I play with the brightness contrast of the media? Because that's what I'm able to do in OBS, is adjust the brightness to make this a white text. I don't know if there's a way to do that, but I see that the media for the actual video is there. But I don't know if there's a way to do that. But I like part of it. I like the fact that I can go. It was a pretty fast setup, live broadcast. Switching over to live broadcast, I got my screen capture scene set up pretty good. I got my countdown set up. This is not the way I want it. I usually want it to where this is an overlay. I can change this to colors and do some different effects. And I'm not saying you can't do it here. I just don't know how to do it. It's not as easy. So here's my unbiased review. I think it's a great program to experiment with. It looked like it had a lot of potential. If you're looking to get into live streaming, will it get me away from OBS? Not right now. I have too much involved in OBS as far as what I've learned and who I teach. But it's a great start. I don't see the ability to do a program preview out, which is really useful for those who are getting started in a live stream. Meld Studio, if you guys watch this and want to give me just a conversation to let me know the things that I may have missed. And I know you're probably thinking this is not a fair trial, but I am what I would call more intermediate as far as using live streaming. And so if I can't figure it out, then somebody who just started out streaming may not be able to figure it out either. So that's why I try to just jump in and try to see if the average user can figure it out enough in a week to stream. I think they could. I think there's some potential there. I don't know what it doesn't show me what the processing rate is, but it does look like it is a browser-based software, so it looks good. I have to go through a lot of these other things. I see they have widget. It's something that's called a combo widget, so I may want to play around with that to see what that does, because it looks like it includes some built-in things that you would need as a Twitch streamer, YouTube streamer. So that'd be good. YouTube members, super chat, subs, and all that kind of stuff. So I think this could work for a few people. I don't know. I'll play around with some more. Is it bad, horrible? No, it's not. But it's a great start. Will it get me away from OBS? No, not right now. So yeah, I'm gonna check out Senpai Gaming's review and see if he's actually maybe figured something out that I don't know, since he's a lot bigger channel. But that's my review for White Label Consulting on Meld Studio. So you guys have a great day. God bless you guys. Good night.